Okay, so let's get into it. We're doing a deep dive today, really focusing on Dina, her character introduction in that recent episode of The Last of Us.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there.
Totally. And we've got some good source material to draw from looking at how she actually arrives in the story. Some pretty key ways it differs from the game.
Right.
What the actress, Isabela Merced, thought about playing her, that connection we see with Ellie on screen,
hmm
plus some behind-the-scenes stuff, how the love story's being handled, and yeah, even what fans are saying.
So the mission basically is to figure out why Dina matters so much right now and what kind of impact her portrayal is making.
Exactly. Let's start with her arrival. Because the timing is, well, it's something.
It really is. I mean, you think about where we were just before she properly enters the picture.
Right.
It's right after. Just immense trauma. Joel's death, which was brutal,
Horrific.
and the attack on Jackson, their safe place, just completely shattered. Ellie's left feeling totally alone, isolated.
Yeah, the absolute lowest point, maybe, and then bam, Dina shows up.
Mhm.
And the sources point out she's bringing this nay, this new hope,
It's such a stark contrast.
isn't it? She's got useful info. She's even got a revenge plan taking shape, but she delivers it all with this, oh, well, this flirty, hopeful vibe.
Which is kind of amazing given the circumstances.
Right. Like the world's ended, everything's bleak, and Dina still has the capacity to, like, have a crush and be optimistic. It's wild.
And that immediately sets her up as more than just another survivor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She represents maybe a way forward for Ellie.
That pathway. Yeah.
Her being there suggests that even after all that horror,
Yeah.
connection is still possible. Maybe even, a reason to keep going, however fragile that feels.
Okay, now here's something I found really fascinating, and it's a big shift from the game. Our sources highlight this.
Mm-hmm.
In the show, Dina is actually with Joel when he dies. In the game, the patrols were set up differently. She wasn't there for that moment.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that is a significant change. That's huge.
It feels huge, right?
It absolutely is, because it puts Dina right there, witnessing that specific defining trauma for Ellie. It creates this immediate, intense, shared experience that wasn't there in the game, not in the same way.
So it's not just Ellie's loss anymore. Dina was a direct witness.
Exactly. It potentially deepens their bond from the outset. It's not something they have to talk about later for Dina to understand. She saw it.
Yeah.
How do you think that changes Ellie turning to her?
Well, it feels like it must accelerate things, Like, Dina isn't just someone new entering Ellie's world. She's someone who was already standing beside her during the absolute worst moment. It makes that connection feel earned, maybe, right away.
Yeah, earned is a good word. Less of a gradual buildup, more of an immediate shared foundation, even if it's built on tragedy.
And speaking of Dina, the actress, Isabela Merced, interesting background there. Apparently, she played the game before she was even considered for the part.
Oh, interesting. So she knew the character going in?
Yeah. Which, as the source material kind of hints, could be, well, a bit tricky.
How so? Like pressure.
Yeah, like knowing the weight of fan expectations, maybe, but also having that built-in understanding of Dina.
Right, a double-edged sword, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
You know the source, but you also know how much people care about getting it right.
And it seems like her approach was pretty grounded. She mentioned feeling nervous, which, I mean, who wouldn't be?
Totally understandable.
But ultimately, she decided to just trust her own instincts for the character. There's a kind of confidence in that, isn't there?
Absolutely. Relying on that gut feeling, that connection she felt to Dina herself, probably let her bring something fresh while still respecting the core of the character people love.
And you can really see that connection, especially with Bella Ramsey's Ellie. Apparently, they skipped the whole formal chemistry read thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but when they did their first camera test together, it just worked. The sources describe it as just natural, authentic.
That's often the best sign, isn't it? When it doesn't feel forced.
Totally. And it gives us these little moments of like